Hey, it's Tilo here, and today we are going to be making over easy eggs. So it's super simple. It's like anything else in life. What you have to do is practice, and practice makes perfect. So what I like to do is I like to turn things up pretty hot, and then the key to this is having a lot of butter. You can either use like a type of Pam spray or butter. But you want to have something that's a non-stick, because otherwise you're going to have trouble not breaking your yolk. So all you have to do is just essentially put in a decent amount of butter, and I'm going to throw in a little more. I normally wouldn't, but since I'm doing the video, I don't want to screw it up. And then get a decent sized pan, and then get going. For your first time around, you may want to only do one egg, because it's easier that way. You won't... you have a less of a chance. So obviously when you're breaking the egg, you don't want to break the yolk right off. Most oftentimes the yolk will be broken when you're actually flipping it over. So you just carefully crack it. Don't try to be a big hero and make it make everything. Just a small crack on the side. Take your two thumbs and just pop it right open. And then you want to look inside and make sure that you didn't drop in any eggshell, because otherwise you'll have a nice crunchy egg, which won't hurt you, but it's not very, very fun. At that point, all you would do is you would just go ahead and put on the lid. I don't know what I did with my other spatula, but luckily I have a bunch of them. Use any old spatula. It's better if you have kind of a rubberized plastic one, but it really doesn't make a difference. You just want to make sure you have something that gets underneath. What a lot of folks will do is while it's cooking, they'll go ahead and take and make it a little bit thicker around the yolk, because if you're making it a little bit thicker around the yolk, again, you'll have less of a chance of a problem when you go ahead and flip it over. Because like I said, that's usually when you'll go ahead, you will break the yolk. And then at this point, you see these three eggs in here. You want to just go ahead and separate them. So I like to use, it's great. I like to just use the spatula. I'm sure you could use some other things if you have a lot of gadgets around. So you want to separate them, and you kind of score it, but I score it all the way through. And so again, you kind of have that section. Now, normally I would wait a little bit longer. I'd put the lid on and let let it get a little bit more, but for the sake of time for this video, I'm going to just go ahead and separate. Didn't score that very well, did I? I'm just going to go ahead and separate them. So as you see, the yolk is not broken at this point. Let's see what happens if I flip it over. Success. And then, again, and my third one, and again. And that's it. So at this point, we just wait and get them brown like this. Take them out, put them on a plate, and you have over easy eggs with the yolk soft. So you don't want to overcook it, but the truth is, depending on how soft you want the center of the yolk, if you want it to really make a lot of yellow, so to speak, goo, you could actually take it out right now. If you wanted to wait a little while and have it a little bit more cooked in the center and just have a little bit come out, then you'd wait a little bit longer. But I'm going to take this one out just to show you, and there you have it. So you can see that there's quite a bit. The yellow will still be cooking even after you take it out. So that one's going to have a lot of deposits of the yolk, whereas these I'm going to leave them in a little bit and maybe go for about a 50%. 50%. And by the way, I did this all on a medium setting here. Thanks so much for your time, and good luck to you. Please like the video.